What's up, guys? It's Smoke Break. In my t-shirt in mid-October in Maine. Probably about, I'd fucking say it's probably a hair under 60 degrees right now at night. So that's pretty fucking warm for up here in mid-October. It was 70 something today. Felt like fucking summer. So it's a good day. Decided to make a video. Hadn't made one in a while. It's going to be about the clown epidemic that seems to have overtaken the world and America. The creepy clown. Here are some of my thoughts on this. So, I think there are people that are dressing up like clowns, okay? But I think that it started like this new one, not the one that happened, a couple of years ago, like, or whatever. I think, but, what was it? I think it started in August or September, like late August, September, where kids were walking to school and they'd see a clown, they'd have to run home. I'm not saying that the kids are lying. I'm just saying that that's fucking suspicious as shit, and just seems like a way to extend their summer vacation. And the news ran with that, made it everywhere. And what happens when that happens? Well, you know who else watches the news is mentally unstable fucking people watch the news, or people that didn't really have that idea, but they're like, hey, dressing up like a clown and freaking people out. It sounds like a good Wednesday. People think like that, and the news puts this idea out. I'm not sure if it's on purpose or not, but if I was a betting man, I'd say that this was just for ratings, but it's having the effect of a psychological operation on the United States. Just to see how many fucking crazed loons the news can fucking get to dress up like clowns to go scare people. And then who knows, they could use this, I don't know if this is a plan or a fucking conspiracy. I like conspiracies, but sometimes I think some shit just works out and they just like go with it. Like sometimes I don't think they plan shit. They're just like, hey, we could use this to fucking do this, but they didn't actually, start the thing. And I think they can use this to make anonymity, all forms of anonymity, illegal, because everyone will be like, oh, well, like the creepy clowns. You don't want creepy clowns, do you? So we have to take the anonymity away in the internet. And we have to outlaw all masks. No one's allowed to wear a mask, and no one's allowed to wear, face paint. None of that shit. That's anonymity. Can't have it. Except for one day or something. Like they'll have like Halloween licenses or some shit. I'm just going off on a tangent. I don't fucking know. But I read, like, I think in a European country, like last year, they made the V for Vendetta Mask, the Guy Fawkes mask, illegal, because people were using the mask to, and some of them were committing, crimes while wearing the mask. So they're like, all right, no more masks. And this whole thing of some people do something bad, therefore you can't have that thing, is a big, ironic that I'm smoking, but a big cancer in fucking Western society. Things are tools. Things are not evil or good. People make things evil or good. You can make anything evil or good as a tool in the hand of a human being. For instance, a lot of talk about guns and weapons and shit. I was at fucking Walmart the other day, and they have the fucking rifles in the case and shit, and whatever. I live in Maine, so we have this background check thing. But you have to you have to go through a background check already if you buy it from a licensed arms dealer like Walmart or Cabela's, I think. So this is just for private sales or whatever. But anyway, need a background check for that. but literally right behind it, if you go behind the gun rack to the aisle behind it, is fucking a whole host of fucking murder weapons that you don't need a background check for. You got axes, hatchets, tomahawks, utility shovels, machetes. What else did I fucking see? The fucking big shovels that you fucking had. And another aisle, not in the same aisle, but another aisle they had a fucking hammer, and then they had a splitting maul too, which is different from an axe. You can fuck somebody up with a splitting maul. No sound like a gunshot either, folks, and no background check. So it's the same thing. Some people do something bad with guns, but that's what the media concentrates on. Right. No one concentrates on with a crazy dude that fucking hacks some people up with a fucking axe or a machete or a fucking Bowie knife. No, it's the guns, because that's what they want. So they're going to concentrate on this clown thing, and they're going to take away as much fun as possible with this whole clown thing. They'll make Halloween illegal because you're going to wear a mask or something in the next few years. People keep wearing these clown fucking shit. And I'm going to pause this, put it out, come back for more. All right, we're back. So, and I was just thinking, like, I can understand the want to scare people, right? I think this is a natural human thing. You know, the campfire stories, the myths, the Legos that we have fucking said throughout the centuries, you know, and they become legends of the dragons, the ice giants that Thor killed. You know, we come up with these avatars, these stories, and we tell them, and the reason why people were telling them is because they kind of like scaring people. People like to scare people. People also like to make people laugh. People like to create stories, images, art to instill an emotion in people. And one of those emotions is fear. I live in Maine. You might have heard of a man named Stephen King. He makes a lot of money off scaring people with the books that, you know, he gets movie deals now, because just about like all of his books, not all of them, but a lot of his books become movies. And this is some weird in my psyop, but it's also I think a lot of these people that do this are trying to express themselves artistically to get an emotional effect out of people. I know it's weird and twisted, I agree. But I think deep down that's what they want. They don't have enough time to sit down at the computer and brainstorm a story or start up a band and, you know, like Slipknot or something, or a metal band or something like that, or even the fucking rapcore or some shit to fucking freak people out. That takes too much work. But what they can do is they can fucking go down to, or order on Amazon, a nice fucking freaky clown costume and fucking stand somewhere and wait for some unsuspecting poor fuck to come by that they can freak out. And then it's over. They only have to spend a few hours doing it. Not much in the... they don't have to commit like a whole lot of time, like writing a book or writing songs and finding band members and, you know, getting gigs and then getting, you know, editor and then fucking, you know, getting an agent to sell your books, and then they're going to tell you your book sucks, so you have to write like 30 books, and then maybe one or two of them will sell, and then maybe you'll get in with a book deal with somebody, and you can start actually writing, you know, stories to freak people out. But just becoming your avatar, your evil clown, everybody has an evil side, a shadow side, just waiting for some poor fucker in the woods or on the street to freak people out. You know, it doesn't take a whole lot of commitment. It's easy to do. And I think that's part of it too. it's kind of like the whole thing. I think this was a big saying back in the '90s where everybody thinks they're a comedian. That was a big meme in the '90s. Was everybody thinks they're a comedian because everyone likes to make people laugh. Everybody likes to have the emotional thing. And there's something moving in the woods right now. I'm not even fucking joking. That's fucked up. I'm not trying to freak you guys out. I'm not going to turn the camera and have there be a clown there. But there's something fucking moving in the woods. There's fucking... I don't know if you guys know this, but there's turkeys. And turkeys fly. So up into trees. And they make a lot of noise. So that's probably what that was. Because the noise just suddenly stopped. So... if it is a clown, I'm just saying, I'm darn and dangerous, so there'd probably be a bad time. So I would suggest he leave or she leave immediately. But I think it's a turkey flying up into a tree, getting some sleep. So it's been Smoke Break. Have a good night. If you like my videos, like them, subscribe, make more videos. Have a good night. Happy Halloween. Fuck the clowns. Fuck them. Don't do it. I know some of you were thinking of doing it. Don't do it. Come up with something fucking original. You know what I'm saying? You know what meme I did like? I saw this meme before I hit the end here. I saw a meme with Jason, and it said "No Lives Matter" on it. That'd be a kind of a cool thing to do. You stand all dressed up like Jason with a sign on the side of the road saying "No Lives Matter" on it. I think that'd be funny. But you probably shouldn't do that because the cops will probably come by and talk to you because that's a little bit freaky. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, it'd be better than dressing up like a clown, motherfuckers. Don't dress up like a clown. Have a good night. Happy Halloween. Smoke Break.